Wir freuen uns sehr, dass ihr heute hier seid, diesen besonderen Tag mit uns zu feiern. Ja! Das ist gut, ja? Ja. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you very much for joining us here tonight. We're going to open up our speeches, first of all, with Magic Mark.
Don't you gotta love being first? For a start, I'd just like to congratulate them on probably one of the most beautiful weddings I've seen. They're a stunning couple and they're just so tight. It's just amazing, eh? I'd like to congratulate Kane on finding such a stunning bride, eh? She's just a beautiful, beautiful person. And I'd like to congratulate Lena on finding such a bloody good guy. And also, the last few years have been quite something to watch, you know, from nothing. I got hung up on 9 years ago. I hadn't long dropped Kane over here, and there was a knock on the door, and I got to go, Dad, clunk, that was it. That was the start of Lena. And through to what they've accomplished over the last 9 years, it's just been absolutely amazing. The travel, the bikes, like you say, the house, that they've bought a house and they've turned it into a beautiful home. I've just got to congratulate them on the way they live their lives. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark, for that. Get up here. Oh, sorry. Oh. Photo time. Thank you very much, Mark. Next to say a few words here to our wedding couple is Michael. Wunderbar.
Okay.
Kommt hier.
Thank you. One moment. So, dear family, dear friends, dear Lena, dear Kane, thank you for giving me the chance to say a few words today. In these 3 minutes, I would like to tell you, Kane, why Lena is the perfect woman for you. And I've brought 3 reasons. First, Lena is fast. When the day of her birth arrived and we reached the hospital, the head physician briefly looked in and said, "I'm going to get a coffee, and when I come back, we'll begin the delivery." When we returned, half an hour later, Lena had been already here in this world for 20 minutes. Speed is simply in your blood. And that fits wonderfully with you and your passion for motorcycles. Second, Lena doesn't give up. There are several stories from her childhood that I'd love to share with you in this evening. But many of them had one thing in common. For us, the situation often seemed settled. But Lena would call out to us with a determined voice, "Give me another chance." This unwavering will, this belief in what is still possible, suits you perfectly. With her at your side, you have someone who looks ahead, even in difficult moments. And last but not least, third, Lena moves forward with courage. As a young woman, she was the first in our family to leave our town and even Germany on her own, to explore the world and broaden her horizons. And in the end, that's how she found you, Kane. I'm sure that this determination and courage are exactly what you admire, a woman who takes the first steps into the unknown. That's why I remain convinced You are a wonderful match. I wish you a life together filled with love, adventure, and dreams fulfilled. May you never lose your courage, and may you always find a light, even in special or challenging moments. Congratulations on your wedding, and God bless you.
Absolutely amazing. Now, in lieu of that, let's all raise a glass, and on the count of 3, we're going to say Prost. 1, 2, 3. Prost! All right, thank you very much. One more to go for now before we dig into some feed. Sandra, if you don't mind joining us here, please. Thank you.
Well, who would have guessed? Kane got married, holy shit. Kane told me years ago, before he met Lena, I'm never getting married. He talked like it was like catching a disease. Thank God that changed. Kane has grown into a wonderful, kind, hard-working, funny human being. In his teenage years, just the human part was debatable. But over the years, and with Lena's love, patience and understanding, our rebel child grew up. So thank you, Lena, for being there for Kane and helping him become the wonderful person he is today. I would like to welcome Lena's parents, her auntie and uncle, her sister and niece and nephew into our family. They have come a long way from Germany, and we hope that they feel welcome and enjoy this beautiful wedding and have a wonderful time here in our country. Kane's grandmother, Alison, who died a short time ago, and grandfather, Tom Muir, who is unable to be here due to poor health, wanted to express their love and let Kane know they couldn't be happier of the man he has become. They also wanted to welcome Lena into the family and wish they have a long and happy life like they did. 63 years married, no pressure. I would also like to thank Zeb and Doreen Marshall for taking Kane in as a boarder when he worked up the road from them on a dairy farm. I would have signed adoption papers. I'm sure Kane and Toby got into some strife, but thankfully I didn't know about it. So thank you, Zebby and Doreen, for helping me keep my sanity for a little bit longer. Unfortunately, you probably lost a bit of yours. Being a single mum and raising juvenile delinquents is no fun at all. The boys often told me, "You can't hit me or I'll call the cops." I did one better on them, I moved one in. So congratulations to you both. We couldn't be happier. We love you and we wish you all the very best for your continued life together. But just to remember, Lena, being a Rafe is no easy feat. The answer is in the spelling. If you reshuffle the letters in Rafe, you get feral.
Great job. They might want to hug.
I didn't know that.
Oh, there you go, Kane. Learn something new every day. All right? Well, thank you very much. That concludes the first half of our evening here tonight with regards to speeches. The food service will start shortly. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us here this evening. By all means, have a few drinks, sit down, chit-chat. That almost came out like shit. Chit-chat, relax, have a good time. And one more time, let's raise our glasses for Kane and Lena. Right. Did everyone have enough to eat? Yes? A little bit disappointing. There were no mashed potatoes. Well, you know, it happens. It happens. Well, that was very delicious. Thank you guys for organising that. So we're going to continue with our speeches here tonight. But before we do, of course, a couple of jokes. One of them will be in German, which I just got told what it means, and I think it's funny, but you know, the people that don't understand German might not. And then the other one is a wee bit of a story. So I will start off with the German one. Please excuse my pronunciation again. Man sagt, einer guten Bericht aus Liebe, Vertrauen und sehr viel Geduld. Vor allem beim Entscheiden, was man heute Abend essen möchte. Yes. Oh, but you didn't laugh, so that's...
It's only because he's so happy.
All right, anyway, so if you want to know what that means, go and ask them. So a lot of people came up to me tonight and asked me, how do I actually know, Kane and Lena? Kane and I met through dirt bike riding. I got so envious of Kane's dirt riding abilities, so I ended up buying the same bike as him. And then every time Kane would put something on his bike, I'd go do the same thing. So our bikes literally look the same. So we were riding a bike ride up North Canterbury somewhere, and we decided, hey, let's get into a little bit of a competition here, and we're going to see who can outride the other guy. And we're riding, and it's I'm in front and Kane's in front, I'm in front and Kane's in front, and we're just absolutely going. So next minute we get on this stretch of dirt that's just a straight, and we're just fanging it, we're going it, and at the end of it, it's a sharp turn to the right. Now bear in mind, I've got the GoPro going, so I'm recording all of this shit, and I'm going around this bend, and I'm in the head, and I'm just like turning, and next minute I see Kane come flying by me, and he just goes ass over tits, ass over tits, ass over tits. It was fucking hilarious. I'll never forget that day. Thank you very much, Kane. Yes, it did bloody hurt. But anyway, next to tell us more about our illustrious couple here tonight, please welcome Lisa.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lisa. I'm Lena's best friend, and I've got the honor of standing here today to celebrate Mr. and Mrs. Rafe. But before I go ahead and talk about the two of them, I'd like to share a bit about Lena and me. We met in Australia in 2011 when we were only 18 years young. We both initially planned to travel with other friends, but things didn't quite go to plan. Let's just say those friends didn't last. We were alone at the other end of the world, surrounded by strangers and dealing with a bit of a language barrier. And somehow we found each other at exactly the right time, when we needed each other the most. Our days in Australia were pure backpacker madness. We ate either pasta or Subway for meals most days. We snuck onto the hostel's rooftop next door for drinks. And we helped ourselves to whatever snacks and drinks we could find in the communal fridge. We drank way too much goon and suffered the worst hangover known to mankind. If this doesn't build a lifelong friendship, I don't know what does. We traveled through Australia, New Zealand, and many other countries together. 17 countries to be exact. And looking back, these are some of the most best memories of my life. We didn't leave any stones unturned. We felt free, with the kind of freedom you only realize how special it was when you look back. We met a lot of incredible people along the way, and through all of the experience we shared together, we bonded even more. We eventually settled in New Zealand, which has been our home for a decade now. And when you're this far away from your other home, the people you choose become your family. So Lena, you're more than just my best friend, you're my family. I think I should move on to the next chapter. When Lena came to New Zealand, she met Kane, on a dairy farm of all places. And amongst the cows, mud, and gumboots, she found the love of her life. Turns out she wasn't just milking cows, she was milking fate. I happened to work on that Mayfield dairy farm too, for 4 whole weeks. And let me tell you, it gave me a whole new respect for Kane. One day, a group of cows refused to walk back over the gutter. I was out there, flapping my arms, yelling, and achieving absolutely nothing. The cows just stared at me like I was the problem. Kane drove past in the tractor, saw me struggling, and came over to help. That day, I realized two things. One, I was never going to be a successful dairy farmer. And two, Kane is a true team player. He could have just watched me make a fool of myself, but instead he helped, which really shows what a genuine and kind person he is. Kane, thank you for treating Lena the way she deserves. You make her laugh and you support her in every way possible. You make her feel safe and you bring out the best in her. You stand by her no matter what. But also, a big thank you for putting up with some of her habits. Like the fact that Lena's not a morning person. Until she's had her morning hot chocolate in peace, it's best to quietly back away until she decides she's ready to talk. And if someone has annoyed her or she doesn't like someone, well, let's just say the death stare she gives could make a bull back up slowly. Well, lucky for you, Kane, you've clearly never been on the receiving end of that look, or we wouldn't all be here today. But all jokes aside, you two are amazing. You've built a beautiful life together, shared with your beloved family members, Hurley and Dusty, and I cannot wait to see all your adventures ahead. So please raise your glass with me to Lena and Kane, Mr. and Mrs. Rafe.
No, you got to come for a hug first. Great speech. One more time, give her a round of applause, folks. Now, after setting the bar that high, next is a gentleman that's going to try and reach those heights. Good luck, Toby.
Good evening, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Toby. I've had the pleasure of being Kane's friend for 25 plus years. It all started in primary school when our schools got together for a sports day. We both ended up in trouble for different things and ended up in the same timeout spot. The start of a long life friendship. I suppose we've been causing trouble ever since. Well, Kane has. As we got older, the adventures turned messy. We broke into my old liquor cabinet, and Kane thought it was a good idea to wash the bedroom windows with spew. It almost seemed that Kane didn't like keeping his licence for more than 5 minutes, as he was always losing it. We always had some great trips away in the wee red Suzuki. That one trip in particular could probably end up still in bars. There's definitely a lot of stories I could share, like I recently found out that Kane can't use a kayak. But how about I leave the stories for another time? You're as safe as that golf course tonight, bro. Thanks for having me here as your best man. I won't get all pickle Rick on you. But who would have thought you moving over here and working on a farm, you would find the love of your life? Lena, from the moment you came into Kane's life, things changed for the better. He settled down, he even grew up a little bit, and somehow became a responsible homeowner and even managed to keep his licence for now. Together you guys have a beautiful home and have even adopted a dog named Hurley, who clearly has a passion for eating fibre cables. But jokes aside, Lena, thanks for loving Kane and putting up with him, because that deserves recognition alone. Congratulations to, here's to a lifetime of happiness. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Tobes. One surprise one that snuck in here this evening. Drew, over to you.
Hello and welcome. Most of you will know, my name's Andrew. I'm Kane's older brother. I'm not going to tell any stories, as per se. We'll leave that for another day. But I want to just talk a little bit about some of the things that I see and admire about Kane and Lena since they got together. First off, being a really good communication on each other's wants in life and shared support in fulfilling those goals. Buying a house, travelling overseas, a safe and stable house with their animals. You two have achieved a lot together. I love how much time you spend together doing your passions, writing, doing the house and all that. It's really beautiful to see. They are both very loving, generous people, and if they have any sort of abundance, they are willing to share it. And would do anything to help friends and family. From good advice to helping with jobs or an ear to vent to. We all see this, and I am extremely proud of both of you and wish you all the best in the future. A long life and a happy marriage. So here's to Kane and Lena.
Great job, mate. Awesome. Thank you very much, Drew. Quick question here. By a show of hands, who do not speak German? Wonderful. Or as the Germans would say, wunderbar. So this is my opportunity to teach you a couple of words in German that we're going to put to test in just a second. All right. Does everyone repeat after me? Yes. Yes. Okay, great. In German, ja. Ja. Wonderful. English, no. No. English, German, nein. All right, fantastic. Have you been having a good day so far? Yeah! See how good you are! Good students! Shit, that's amazing. Now, the reason why we've been having such a good night so far is because of two absolutely wonderful people that we all know and love, and it is their turn to come and say a little word next. Please give it up for Kane and Lena.
First off, I'd just like to say thank you all for your speeches and everything. It's been awesome hearing some stories and a bit of comedy and all of that, so greatly appreciate it. We'd both like to thank each and every one of you for coming to make this day special with us. We're grateful for everyone that had to travel here to make this an even more meaningful and memorable day. You're all here because you all mean a lot to us. A special thank you goes to the groomsmen, the bridesmaids and MC Pete. We're honoured to have you all up here with us. Thank you. It's time to eat some food, have some dessert, drink some beers, and have a good night celebrating.
What he said.
Awesome. Oh, shit, I did it again. All right, let's raise a glass. Let's raise a glass to Kane and Lena. No. It's not woo. It's Prost. I told you this before. Prost.